Good morning, dear students. Today topic is terminal velocity. Suppose a sphere of radius r and density rho is falling under gravity through a fluid of density sigma. Here, three forces are acting on the sphere. One is the weight of the sphere acting downward, that is W, and second one is force of buoyancy acting upward, and third force is viscous force of the fluid acting upward. So here first force is weight of the sphere W acting downward. So that is equal W is equal mg. Here we know mass is equal volume into density. Here volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. So density of the sphere is rho into g. So let us take, this is equation 1. Second force is force of buoyancy. Fb acting upward. So here Fb is equal to weight of fluid displaced by the sphere. Here weight of the fluid is equal to mg. Here m is equal, we can write volume into density. So here volume of sphere into density of fluid into g. So here Fb is equal, so here volume of the sphere is equal 4/3 pi r cube into density of fluid is sigma g. So let us take, this is equation 2. Third force is viscous force of the fluid acting upward. So that is Fv is equal 6 pi eta r v. So let us take, this is equation 3. Let us consider a raindrop in air. Instead of this sphere, it accelerates initially due to gravity as the velocity increases, the viscous force or retarding force also increases. Finally, when Fv plus Fb becomes equal to W, the net force on raindrop becomes 0. So the net force on raindrop becomes 0 means acceleration of the raindrop is 0. So from this we can say the velocity of raindrop is constant. So this velocity is known as terminal velocity. When Fv plus Fb becomes equal to W, the net force becomes 0. Here F net is equal 0. We know F is equal to ma. Ma is equal to 0. From this A is equal to 0. We know A is equal to dV by dt is equal to 0. From this dV is equal to 0. So here V is equal to constant. So this constant velocity is known as terminal velocity. At V is equal to Vt, Fe plus Fb is equal to W. So we know Fe is equal to 6 pi eta r Vt plus Fb is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube sigma g. So that is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube rho g. Take this right side. So we can write 6 pi eta r Vt is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube rho g minus 4 by 3 pi r cube sigma g. So take 4 by 3 pi r cube g common. So here 4 by 3 pi r cube g. Here remaining terms are rho minus sigma. So here 6 pi eta r Vt. So here pi cancel, 1 r cancel, 2 3s are 2 2s are. So from this we can write, therefore Vt is equal to 2r square g rho minus sigma by 3 3s are 9 eta. This is known as terminal velocity. So here terminal velocity Vt is depend on r and eta. So here Vt is directly proportional to square of the radius of the sphere. Here Vt is inversely proportional to viscosity of the medium. So from this we can write Vt is proportional to r square. Vt is proportional to 1 by eta. Next topic, Reynolds number. Osborne Reynolds observed that turbulent flow is less for viscous fluid flowing at low rates. He defined a dimensionless number whose value gives us an approximate idea whether the flow would be turbulent. This number is called as Reynolds number. So here Reynolds number Re is equal rho Vd by eta, where rho is density of fluid, V is velocity, eta is coefficient of viscosity of fluid, d is diameter of pipe. Here Re is equal rho Vd by eta. Here dimension formula for rho, that is density, is ml to the power minus 3. Here V is velocity. Dimension formula for velocity is Lt to the power minus 1. Here d is diameter, so it is length by. So the dimension formula for coefficient of viscosity is m L to the power minus 1 t to the power minus 1. So from this we can write here m L minus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 1 t to the power minus 1 by m L to the power minus 1 t to the power minus 1. So here it is 1. Reynolds number is dimensionless. Here Reynolds number is less than 1000, so that the flow is steady flow. Here if Reynolds number is greater than 2000, the flow is turbulent flow. So the Reynolds number in between 1000 to 2000, the flow is unsteady flow. So if Reynolds number R is less than 1000, the flow is steady. If Reynolds number R is greater than 2000, the flow is turbulent. If R is between 1000 to 2000, the flow is unsteady. Critical velocity. The maximum velocity of a fluid in a tube for which the flow remains streamlined is called its critical velocity. So next one is critical Reynolds number. RC. The critical value of R at which turbulence sets is called critical Reynolds number. This is useful in designing of ships, submarines, racing cars, and aeroplanes. We know Reynolds number RE is equal rho VD by eta. So here I am multiplying and dividing with AV. So here I am writing rho V into V square. So here rho AV square by, so here eta AV by, so here I am taking D here, so eta AVD by D. So here rho AV square is inertial force. Here rho AV square is inertial force. By, so here eta AVD by rho D is equal viscous force. So here Reynolds number represents the ratio of inertial force to viscous force. We know that coefficient of viscosity eta is equal shearing stress by strain rate. So that is F by A by V by L. Here the fluid flow through a pipe. So the velocity of fluid is V. Here the length is equal to diameter of the pipe. So here L is equal D. So we can write F by A. So if we take numerator, that is FD by V. So from this viscous force F is equal, we can write eta AV by D. So this is known as viscous force. So let us take, this is equation 1. Also we know that F is equal ma. So here mass is equal volume into density. Here volume is equal A area into length, and density is rho. Here acceleration is del V by del T. So here we can write A into del X by del T into rho del V. So here it can be written as rho. So here del X by del T is velocity. So A into V. Here del V is change in velocity. So that is equal, here final velocity minus initial velocity. So that is V minus 0. So here finally we can write F is equal rho A, here V into V, V square. So let us take, this is equation 2. So here this force is known as inertial force. So from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, we can write R is equal inertial force by viscous force. Next one is surface tension. Liquids have no definite shape but have a definite value. They acquire a free surface when poured in a container. These surfaces possess some additional energy. This phenomena is known as surface tension. See some examples. Oil and water do not mix. Water wets you and me, but not ducks. Mercury does not wet glass, but water wet glass. Oil rises up a cotton wicks. Sap and water. Rise up to the leaves at the top of the tree.